the most important thing to get in your studio is lighting. That can change the whole dynamic of your video. Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sutnewski. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through one of the newest lights from Godox, the ML60. Now, the ML60 to me is like the updated version of the SL60W. I thought it was impossible that anything could beat this light. This was my very first key light. I love this light. You know, when I was starting the studio out, I wanted to get a professional light, but I wanted to get it really cheap. I just couldn't find anything. Like, of course, the aperture lights were really nice, but they were like $800. And to me, that's not a budget-friendly light. And then I found Godox. I was looking for something that was like a professional light, Bowens mount, run by remote control. And this checked all of those boxes. Now you can get it for like $130. $130 is your limit. That's all you can spend. The SL60W is definitely the light that you should go with. I'm thinking the ML60 is like the updated new version of the SL60W. I didn't think it was possible, but yes. It's even better than the SL60. Now, there's a lot of things that they added onto the light, and there's things that they kept. Like, you can still absolutely run it by a remote, and you can still connect a deep parabolic softbox, but it's not a Bowens mount. It's like Godox's specific mount. They do make an adapter mount for a Bowens mount, so if you have an existing deep parabolic softbox, you would just need to get the mount to go with the light. But to be honest with you, the Godox softboxes are so inexpensive. If you're going to invest in the light, I recommend just getting the softbox that goes with the light. The thing I'm most impressed about with the light is that there's built-in effects. Now, when I say effects, I mean the light can mimic scenarios or scenes. So let's say you're on location and you needed it to look like there was lightning going off, and it does different variations of lightning. One that's, you know, kind of slow, and then the second one a little faster, and the third one a little faster than that. There's different flash scenarios. Someone's holding a press conference, then it goes faster, then, you know, the fastest one is like a paparazzi one. There's also one that mimics the in and out fading of a television, and there's another one that imitates a broken bulb. So a whole different bunch of scenarios built right into the light. A huge upgrade from the SL60 is the fan. So you could definitely hear the fan when it was running in the SL60. I mean, it wasn't obnoxiously loud, but you could definitely hear it. The fan on this one is virtually silent. You can't even really hear it. And you do have two options. You can have the fan on, which will allow you to run the light at 100%, or you can opt to turn the fan off. But at that point, because of the heating, it's only going to allow you to bump the fan up to 50%. And another thing is, the difference between the SL60 is this only went down to 10%. So that was the lowest that you could get the light. This baby will go all the way down to 1% and all the way up to 100%. So if you wanted the light to be really, really dim, you could do it with this one. Let's say you needed to take this to a gig. You're on location. Where am I going to plug it in? Don't worry, because this light runs on batteries. So you can either plug it into the wall, obviously, or if you need to run it off of batteries, it does take NPF batteries. The package that Godox sent me didn't have the batteries in it, but there are different packages available that it already comes with those big, huge NPF batteries. Now, when you're running it on battery, both batteries have to be charged and in there. So you can't just stick one battery in, because the light is not going to work unless both of them are in there. And of course, the battery plate can be mounted directly onto the light. Everything is just so well thought out with this light. There's actually a way to stand the battery plate on a table or a surface without it tipping over, because they included like a little kickstand. This way it's not going to topple over. And the carrying bag that it comes with is really nice and high quality. You know, sometimes you buy a camera and it comes with a bag and it's just El Cheapo. This carrying case is really well made. It's very durable. There's a lot of different compartments that are in there. And of course, you can Velcro the pieces in and out. So if you wanted to reconfigure the bag to include different things, you absolutely could. They put straps on top of the bag. So if you wanted to put your light stand directly on top of this, it is so much easier to carry that way. It's just one big package. The package that they sent me did come with the deep parabolic softbox, but the light also comes with a reflector dish. So if you wanted to really focus the light, use it as a spotlight, it does come with that dish. Now the light is so tiny that originally when they sent it to me, it came with this teeny tiny handle to lock it into place. And it was so light, even with the deep parabolic softbox, it was simple to do it with this, but they even updated this into a bigger yoke. So it's just going to be easier to use and to handle and to lock into place. Another big update is the fact that they've done really great cable management with this light. The cable management that comes with this light now, it just makes it super easy, keeps everything nice and tidy and together, makes it less of a risk that someone's going to trip over it and less of a risk that your light is going to topple over and perhaps get ruined. So instead of stuff being sprawled everywhere, everything is just neatly together and you just have one single line that's running to the outlet. If you're even opting to use the outlet, if you want to use the batteries, then you don't need any cables at all. Just the one wire going from the battery plate up into the light itself. To give you an idea how bright this light is, it's completely dark outside, and the key light is pretty much the only thing that's lighting up the room, with the exception of the hair light and the different practical lights. Right now it's set at 11%. So let's go ahead and show you the difference between 11% and 100%. And of course, I'm going to be totally blown out with 100%, but you see how incredibly bright this light really is. I'm really appreciative to Godox that they're making such professional, high quality level gear at such affordable, really attainable prices. Because all of this stuff, definitely, if I had to buy it from, let's say, Aperture, it would have been way out of my price category. I never would have been able to afford those lights. So I appreciate the fact that Godox is putting stuff out there that's affordable, but not only affordable, it doesn't feel like it's the budget piece of gear. It feels like it's the professional gear that you're using. When it comes to making your videos look really good, like really professional, really cinematic, the whole thing that you need to focus on is lighting. It's everything to your videos. Now, I know this wasn't a very technical video, but the big Canadian, big drink of water that he is, Gerald Undone, he made a really technical video. So if you want to find out all of the little ins and outs of this light, CRI ratings, lux, light quality, all of that stuff, I'm going to leave a link for his video right up here. You can go check him out. I think he's like 6'8". Like, that guy is huge. Well, that's going to do it here for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, please wear your sunblock and call your mom and dad just to say how much you love them.